Hi everybody, welcome to WaterAid blog number 2. So many exciting things I want to show you on this blog. Firstly, I'll start with 3 things that you can do to get involved this month. Then I'm going to go on to something really exciting, an interview with the world's greatest living explorer, Sir Ranulph Fiennes himself. First though, I just wanted to say well done to everyone who managed to get through Just Water January. The idea of Just Water January was that WaterAid supporters across the country sign up to drink water for up to 2 weeks or even a whole month. Thank you to everyone who conquered their wine, their pints, their hot beverages and drank just water. What impressed us most was there were kids also involved, and there's 2 that really impressed me. Joseph, who was in year 6 at a local school of mine, managed to raise enough to provide safe water for up to 6 people. Isla won WaterAid Star Supporter last month for raising a whopping £445 drinking just water. I'm a grown-up and I thought this challenge was really difficult, but these 2 children didn't just not drink water for 2 weeks, they managed a whole month. They and all the other children, no matter what their age, are my unsung heroes of WaterAid for this month's blog. Well done, all those kids. Okay, so now on to 3 things that you can do to get involved with WaterAid this month. It's World Water Day on the 22nd of March. WaterAid are asking its supporters to go blue for water. From dressing up in wigs and makeup and costumes to holding a blue only bake sale, you could even decorate your school or office. Northumbrian Water and Essex and Suffolk Water are going blue, and if you'd like to get involved, please go to wateraid.org to find out more. And don't forget to post your pics and use hashtags Blue for Water and World Water Day so we can find out all about all of the wonderful things that you've been getting up to for World Water Day. Every year, Northumbrian Water and their WaterAid committee organise a themed WaterAid ball. We've been voting for different themes, and I am delighted that I can reveal what this year's theme is going to be about. So, without further ado, this year's theme will be Marvel vs DC Comics! Any excuse for me to get dressed up in this gear is amazing. So, if you want to come along dressed as from superheroes to your favourite supervillain, come along to the Ramside Hall on the 23rd of June. If you want further information or you wish to purchase ticket sales, please go to wateraid@nwl.co.uk. Come along, get your glad rags on and have a bit of a laugh. Finally, and on a much more serious note, we need your help. Northumbrian Water and Essex and Suffolk Water have WaterAid committees who are organising loads of events for the next few years. Remember, we, the committee and supporters, are trying to raise 1 million for Madagascar. 10.9 million people in Madagascar don't have access to a tap, and 18 million don't have access to safe and private toilets. The 1 million that we raise will provide taps and toilets for up to 70,000 people. That's remarkable. So please help. What are we asking for? We're looking for tombola prizes and raffle prizes. So from bottles of booze all the way up to box of chocolates, and adventure days, whatever you can think of. If you can help and provide prizes, please do. We're also always looking for volunteers to help us organise events and be a spare pair of hands. If there's anything you want to do to help, even if it's for your own personal development, please get in touch with us at wateraid@nwl.co.uk. So that's the 3 things that you can do to help, done and dusted. Now for the most exciting thing I have ever experienced in the whole wide world. I mentioned in a previous blog that a team from Northumbrian Water Group, Esh Construction and MJK Events were putting on 2 events with the legend Sir Ranulph Fiennes. And wowzers, what a show they put on. The main man himself, Sir Ran, as he likes to be known, was absolutely marvellous. He was extremely charismatic, he was gentle, but also really hilarious. I had the absolute pleasure of interviewing this man on behalf of WaterAid. So without further ado, here's the bit that you've all been waiting for.
Right, okay. So, I've got a series of questions for you from various WaterAid supporters and from myself. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yep, okay. So my first question was going to be, I assumed that you would have got here by helicopter, by abseiling, by jetpack. How did you get here today?
Mondeo Estates with boxes full of books.
So this question's from Dave Barnes, who calls himself the best security guard on the planet. You are well known for facing challenges that would make the most of us quake inside. What has been your scariest moment?
If he's a security guard, I would quake at some of the things which he gets everything to their own, field. And on expeditions, we try to avoid things that would make us frightened, like risky things, because we're going for world records and we want to beat the record, and you don't beat the record by heading for risky things. The least risks, the more likely you are to get the goal, and therefore we plan very carefully to avoid risks. And if we run into them, because it's unavoidable, then you want the word luck is important. With nature, you can, the weather can change, or it can be like the Red Sea dividing, in the Bible, just straight through. It can be lucky.
Thank you very much. The next question is from me. As well as our adult WaterAid supporters, we have lots of younger supporters. Can you please explain to the camera why spending time outdoors is so important?
Well, it depends. If you spend outdoors in a big city where you've got cars polluting the atmosphere, you're going to be better off indoors. So you can't generalize over that one.
Yep.
But if you go to somewhere like Antarctica, which is the least polluted area on Earth, and you hang around there, you'll find that it's so cold that there are basically no bacteria. So if someone comes into the South Pole Station, which is a big American station, they have to be checked that they're not going to spread the bacteria inside the atmosphere of the heated place. But no, once you leave the coast of Antarctica, there are no birds, no animals, nothing for 1,800 miles, nothing, not even bacteria. So it's a place where you can't pick up nasty things unless there's someone newly arrived. And no dogs are allowed there anymore. There used to be dogs in Antarctica because they have got their own sort of germs. And it's a pristine, pure place. And to be there, I agree with you, being outside is going to be pretty healthy to you.
Okay, so my proudest moment, other than giving birth to my daughter Elizabeth, was building a latrine for an elder in a village in Maputo, Mozambique. What is your proudest moment?
Well, one of them would have been my daughter Elizabeth, who's now 10. But obviously my wife had more to do with it than me, as is the way of the two sexes. So, but nonetheless, I'm very proud of her. I'm just also proud of having been lucky enough to have 2 wonderful marriages over 45 years. My first wife died after 38 years, and she was wonderful, and I was just lucky enough to meet another great girl. Yeah, so I'm proud of that. Yeah.
That's a good answer. Yes, the women in your life, they're the best. So this one's from my daughter Elizabeth. If I say a word, would you be happy to tell me the next word that comes into your head?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not looking at the answers.
No.
Charity.
Cash.
Music.
Notes.
Mountains.
Very steep. No, I'm only allowed one word. Cliffs.
Water.
Aid.
Sky.
Blue.
So this is a question from Steph Chester, who is known for organising these events
Oh, yes.
that we're at tonight.
Yeah, sure.
We all have one. Who is your hero?
My dad. I mean, he was killed before I got born, but he's still my hero.
Right. Any reasons why?
Yeah, because my mum brought me up on stories about him. So from the doc, all I wanted to do in my life was to repeat what he had done. Mm-hmm. He was colonel in the Second World War of a great Scottish regiment, so I wanted to be colonel of that Scottish regiment, but it wasn't possible because in his day you didn't have to have A levels, but when I came along you couldn't get a Sandhurst unless you had A levels.
Okay. I think you'd be very proud of you right now.
Yeah, I didn't achieve, what he achieved.
I think you've achieved a phenomenal amount of things.
Well, it's kind of you, but it wasn't. It just happened. It wasn't what I was aiming for. No.
So this is a question from Hannah Gordon in Scientific Services at Northumbrian Water. What is the strangest thing you've eaten?
By mistake, sheep's eyes, quite a lot of them. There was no way of not saying yes and smiling when eating them, because when I was visiting the villages of the Arab bosses, it would have been extremely bad manners not to have eaten the sheep's eyes.
So you have to really be polite.
Yeah.
Grizzly?
No, I treated them like oysters. I didn't open my nose because that would have looked bad, but I let them slip right down. Yeah.
Last one from Mike Farnsworth, who is a super duper fan, loves you to bits, and he's in the room tonight.
Oh, right.
He's there somewhere tonight, so I'll have to introduce you to him. He said, burning the candle at both ends can be dangerous. What do you do in your downtime to rest?
That's when I read the Week magazine. It's like my comic. I just love reading the Week magazine with a cup of tea.
Cup of tea?
Yeah.
And a biscuit?
No, 4 or 5.
Do you dunk or don't you?
I dunk.
I dunk
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Dunking is important.
Having dunked them, you then get rid of the drips into the dustbin, otherwise they go all over your shirt.
All in one?
No.
Is that a bit much?
No, because then you get wet fingers, don't you?
Thank you ever so much.
No, thank you,
for
Helen.
answering
Thank
all
you.
these questions.
And now you're going to say it didn't work.
Who'd have thought that Sir Ranulph Fiennes OBE was a secret biscuit dunker? Still, we're doing the math for the event, but we think collectively we've raised around £20,000. And that's amazing. Thanks to everyone who submitted their questions for Sir Ranulph Fiennes, and to all those who attended the event and gave generously. And also to everyone who supported WaterAid thus far and supporting in the future. Blog done. See you in a month's time. WaterAid Committee organises a WaterAid Ball. Finally
Really dizzy now.
I'm really thrilled that I'm able to let you know, and there's an aeroplane going over. Finally, I showed you my mouse.